Hello YouTube, this is Charlie426, and today we have the review of the newly released RE100 Gun-EZ. Now this came out yesterday, and because of my job which ends at 10 p.m. I wasn't able to get it right away, so I picked this up this morning, and here we have the review right away. I should have mentioned, now while winter vacation or winter break is going on, my schedule for uploading videos might become a little bit random because my work days is really random, so I'm not sure when I can be filming and uploading videos. So I will try, at least I will try to upload one video per week. So that I'll try to guarantee about that part. Also, this is going to be my last review and last kit of 2018, and after that maybe either tomorrow or on January 1st 2019 I might upload a video log regarding how 2018 was, or all the other good stuff and reports I would like to mention. Anyway, let's get on to the review. Now, first of all, the Gun-EZ is from Victory Gundam, and it's probably one of the it's like one of those it's like the gym of the series. So this is, I believe, according even to the wiki, it's classified as a mass production mobile suit, which has really sparked my interest. Those who know, I really love grunt suits or mass production type mobile suits, and this is one of them. Honestly, like a few months ago, I was actually considering to try out the old model, and then this came out, so yeah, plans changed. And the build of this kit was very satisfying. I absolutely love the kit, and I have no second opinion regarding on getting the premium Bandai exclusive RE100 Gun Blaster. So I'm definitely gonna pre-order that. Anyway, like any reviews, we're gonna check out its components. So let's see what we got. Now, first of all, what you get, of course, is obviously the Gun-EZ mobile suit itself. So I'm just gonna push that a little bit to the back, and let's talk about parts. So leftover parts first, because I want to get rid of these out of my hand. Number one, you get two of these parts, but you're going to use one. So I'm just gonna show you guys this part, and I'll be demonstrating that part later. And we get a buttload of polycabs. Now, these are those polycabs that we only see in RE100. And this time, we actually do get a large amount of leftovers for some reason. Then again, I guess it's always good to have extras. And then, on the manual, it pretty much cross outs everything on this one. So these are not all, you don't use any of these. But these all look like one of those parts that's kind of used for action bases and such. So who knows. Except for this one, I have no idea what that is. But yeah, these are all crossed out. Technically, you get two pieces. Well, you get another action-based connector, but that kind of looks a little bit different. But yeah, that one you actually use if you want to use an action base. Alright, so let's talk about stickers and decals. Now, here's the sticker sheet. I would like to mention the sticker was very basic. You basically get the eyes, the cameras for the back head. The red one is actually for the sensor for the bazooka or scope. These black ones go on the forearm, and then these black ones are also for the vents on the face. Granted, you don't really need to use it. If you want to, you just need to color it in black, and that's what you need to do. But I just like to just use it just for fun. So yeah. So the stickers are very minimal and basic, and we have another sticker decal sheet. We all get these nice the strike symbol, yeah, and then we all get the interesting symbols also for each unit. So yeah, we get the basics, and the white ones, we all have all these random markings, like, you know, those warning signs, those small white line stuff that we usually see, and some people are really onto it, but not for me. Alright, now let's talk about what you're supposed to get and what's going on with my light setup. Sorry about that. I usually have problems with this going yellowish, but now this is my first time seeing going reddish. That is something that I've never encountered before. Alright, so here's a little bit of mess, so I'm gonna have to clean this part off. So, weapons. First of all, we get two beam saber effects, but you only get one beam saber hilt, so you'll be only using one. But I would like to mention these are very different. When I first looked at these, I was thinking of the typical master grade beam saber effect parts, but no, they're just really thin and, you know, just flat. No, not flat, but they're the tube-ish, roundish ones, but they're just pretty straight. Now, here's a typical master grade. This is actually from the master grade, I believe the Gym 2, the Premium Bandai one. And you can see there is a bit of a length difference. The the yellow one is actually longer, and then on the bottom of the yellow one we have this blump, while this one doesn't. So I thought that was kind of interesting to show. So you get 2 of these, and I'll be only using 1 for demonstration. We get also the fan version. Now, no pun intended, but I'm not the biggest fan regarding this one. I know it's a very efficient and effective way because you get more range when you swipe your enemy. But yeah, it kind of looks ridiculous for me, or at least for me. I'm not saying it's stupid, okay? I'm just saying that's not my preferred way of showing. We have this part, which is for that goes onto the back skirt, so you can connect the bazooka, or store the bazooka onto the backpack if you want to do so. And then we get the bazooka. Nothing too special. That red section is the sticker I was talking about, but I really do like the 2 color, the green and black color going on here. Very unique vibe and very militaristic color, if you ask me. And then we get its beam rifle, and I have checked the manual on websites, and this happens to be the exact same beam rifle and exact same build as the Master Grade Victory Gundam uses. So yeah. And then this is the beam saber hilt I was talking about, which you can actually store onto the mobile suit as well. Here's that other part which you will be showing how is this thing used, and here's that action-based connector, which I won't be demonstrating actually, which I never do. And here is the shield effect part, the beam shield effect part. Now, I'm not sure if this is the exact same ones that we got previously from other kits, because number one, I don't have the Master Grade Victory Gundams or the other one. So yeah, please let me know if this is, but I really do like those sparking effects, unless that's what they're called. And then we have these 2 parts. Now, these 2 parts are pretty interesting. While I'm at I should start reviewing right now. So I'm just going to explain this right away. These 2 parts are option parts. So if you look at the kit or mobile suit, you have these 2 weapon tubes or weapon packs on the shoulder-ish parts on the body. Now, if you don't want to have those, what you can do is you can slide them out. I said you can slide them out. There we go. And then you can replace it with this, like this, if you don't want to have that. But personally, I want to have them because I don't know, because I can't imagine the Gun-EZ without these things. There we go. So that's actually a pretty good gimmick. You don't need to take apart anything. You just need to slide it out, and it sticks in there. Also, I'm pretty sure some of you guys are gonna ask this on the comments. So I'm just gonna start off right away. How is the size? Now, being Reborn's 100 means definitely it's 1 to 100 scale, but that doesn't mean that they're all 1 to 100 scale stuff aren't exactly the same size, because in Victory Gundam, or like Gundam F91 series or Victory series, the mobile suits got smaller, so they're not as tall as like what we think that we do. So here is a standard HG kit. Here's a standard Master Grade kit. This is the Premium Bandai Master Grade Gym 2, which is still based on the Gym 2.0 Master Grade. So we can see it's taller than a typical high grade kit, but smaller than a typical Master Grade kit. This is not because this is Reborn's 100. It's because of the mobile suit itself, the scale. So I would like to mention that out. So Victory Gundam units or F91 units, they're technically smaller than like the most Universal Century stuff we usually know about. Alright, now we got that over the way. Now let's start with the review. Now we're going to zoom in and see what we got. So as mentioned, the eyes are obviously a sticker, and they really give out a nice glow thanks to my light effects. And this top part of the camera is a clear piece inside, because behind the stickers is actually a clear green piece, a pretty big one that's actually, if you take this part off, it should be like covering this entire part inside. Here's those vent stickers I was talking about. That's on the head. So if you don't want to use those, well, oh well, your choice. And then we have a sticker right over here. So yeah, that's not many stickers. Well, most of the stickers goes onto the head. Let's just put it that way. And number one, we can open this section to reveal the missiles and missile tubes, or we can actually, if you can, these are actually separate pieces. You can see that you can actually pull them out like that. So nice, good effect, if you ask me. Of course, let's hope I can put those back in without no issues. There we go. And the other one is to store in the beam saber, which I guess we can try that out right now. But yeah, so this part, the one that you connect the part, actually goes inside there, and you just need to jam it in and close it in. There we go. They're stored in there, and just need to pull it out. That's very good. And so basically, since you can slide in, if you have another Gun-EZ, if you want to have double beam sabers, you can basically swap out this part with the other one. Or if you want to have double missiles, or 4 missiles, you can. If you have another one of these, you can plug it in here, or slide in here to be more specific. Okay, so the head articulation, it can go down that much, which is pretty nice. Up, not so much. Actually, a lot. Never mind. You can go up that much, and it's the head itself is connected to a ball joint, and 360 twist. Now it's possible. Now that was kind of close into like colliding, but not too much as you think. Okay, now the body. Now actually, the kit actually had a lot of good part separation. Even this part is actually a separate piece right over here on the chest. So yeah, I was kind of surprised to see a lot of pieces to be like separated. The body, I wouldn't say there's like a big ab crunch or anything, so that's that. And the interesting part of that is that the upper body is not connected to some sort of like giant peg onto this middle section. Actually, it's connected from this front part. That might sound a little bit confusing, but you get an idea when you actually start building it, because I thought that was a pretty interesting aspect regarding the kit, and the way how the main body and the waist is connected is through a peg. So that's why there's not much movement as well, and twisting a 360 not possible unless you force it. Now let's get the backpack. The backpack, well, I wouldn't say a backpack, but it's a very simple built-in thruster. Let's just put it that way. And yeah, very simple. And this is the part where you actually put that connector, which I will actually do now for storing in the bazooka. There we go. And then you can also store the handle inside here, but I'm not gonna do that for my convenience. And you just need to clip it in, and there you go. You have the bazooka stored in. Voila. Also, this is definitely for not for the Gun-EZ, but for the announced gun blaster. That holds definitely something for it, because this one you just cover it up for the Gun-EZ. Alright, now let's look at the arms. Now the arms have pretty good articulation. You can go forward and backward. They're not on ball joints, they're on pegs. And if there's one thing I'm not a big fan of, that is that the arm and shoulders are separate. So like some masquerades does these. So yeah, the shoulder and arm, there are separate pieces, so you have to put the shoulder in and then connect the arm. So that's one of the things that you have to do. But the shoulder itself does go up that much, and then those are all separate pieces inside. The arm can go more than 90 degrees or a little bit more than 90 degrees. And then you have a 360 twist on the arm itself. Oh yeah, you have a 360 twist on the arm itself, and on the bottom section, this section, which connects the shield and such, this actually has another like articulation on its own, so you can actually spin this around if you want. This actually really helps on posing with the beam shield, because if it's just on the side, it's gonna collide with the shoulder. So that's a very big help. And inside there's a black sticker. That's one of the stickers that you have to use. So under the shield, there's actually a sticker inside the arm, or on the arm guards. And your hands are your typical ball jointed hands, and are your multi-purpose hands. So these hands are used for the bazooka, beam rifle, and the beam saber. There's no trigger finger, there's no open hand or whatever. Alright, let's see. And the arm is a double joint. Well, I'm going to show this one actually. It's technically a double jointed bend, but because of all the design and stuff, this is as far as it goes. But definitely more than 90 degrees. So yeah, it's very nice. And then we have the waist section. Now the front skirt, they already come in separate pieces. They're not one of those like things in high grades where they come in a single piece. So they're just separate ball jointed. Very nice. The back skirt does not move at all. Oh boy. And then we have the side skirt that moves a little bit to the side. And then we have the legs that can go 90 degrees to the side and has a nice swivel going on, sort of. Well, it's kind of stiff on mine, so. And then it can go up 90 degrees on front and has a nice double jointed bend. Very stiff as well. You can see I'm having a little bit hard time doing that. And the feet are not ball jointed. They're actually on pegs. So you have a nice pivot joint here. And then it can go forward and backward. Pretty much that is for the articulation. Oh boy. Now with those double moving parts, it might get a little bit confusing to some people, but yeah, you'll get used to it. Alright, so let's talk about its equipment. Now we have this part. I just want to get rid of this one. So what this is meant for, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. you can attach your beam rifle to this. You can attach the beam rifle like that. You clip it on to the bottom to the bottom section of this top part, and then on the legs on each side we have these holes. Now then again, so depending on where you want to put it, they could be leftovers or not, but yeah, you can basically attach the beam rifle or store the beam rifle like that onto the side. So that's what it's mostly for. I'm not going to push it all the way in because I don't want to waste your time. And something just popped out. Oh, I remember this. Yeah, so... Well, okay. So, let's talk about the beam rifle since I'm holding it. So, as mentioned, since the hands are one of those RE100 multi-purpose hands, basically you use these for the beam rifle, but of course this thing does have the hole and peg system, or at least I think it is. Now, one issue I have regarding the beam rifle is that now with those hand guards on it, it won't actually fit properly onto the hand, or you can force it in, but it's gonna look pretty awkward, and sometimes it's going to pop. The top part of the beam rifle will pop out. So, according to the manual, well, not exactly the manual, but all the pictures that the manual shows, you have to twist this to the this part that goes to the bottom, and then reattach it, which still doesn't make it better, but still at least it makes it more convenient. So that's one thing. And the scope is actually a clear green piece on that part. And why is that handle still moving? Yeah, there we go. So yeah, and I believe you can sort of twist this part so you can have a double holding stance like how the RX-78 does all the time. So yeah, that's pretty good. Oh boy. Okay, so, and also we have the beam saber. Now I'm just gonna show you guys the fan, because the beam saber, this one's pretty much your standard, you know, beam saber thing. Here's the fan. Now the peg connection here is actually, I believe it wasn't round. It's actually squarish for some reason, but you just need to plug it in because it fits. Now, despite having those hole and peg system, I don't think it's what it was meant for the beam saber ones, because they don't really fit that well. So you just need to jam it in there and then reattach everything, which I hope I can. Come on. There we go. So yeah, you just need to force it in there, or just hold it like this, and you're pretty much good to go. And yeah, I mean, granted, I'm not the biggest, I don't really like the way how this looks, but it is basically a really efficient way to kill your opponents, because you get more range regarding with the beam saber effect. And finally, we get the bazooka. Now, the bazooka is actually I don't know why, but I really love how this thing looks. And this one, you actually use the hole and peg system, which is really odd. I'm not sure why they didn't do it with the beam rifle. Then again, the beam rifle was from the Master Grade version, which obviously would have had a different connection or connector. So I guess, yeah. And thanks to the handle also moving a little bit left, forward and backward, you can holding and posing the bazooka is no problem at all. And there you go, you have the bazooka. And for the shield, you have to take this part off, and well, not entirely, but this flat part off. And there's that other black sticker I was talking about. And then, where's the shield? So, I believe it's kind of similar to some kits, previous kits. You have to split this part into two, which I hope it's not a big hassle to all of you guys. Yeah, trying to do this in front of camera is kind of frustrating, but all you need to do is just, separate them and then reattach it. And there you go, you have the beam shield effect. And as mentioned, since this part can rotate on its own, you have to do this, because if it's on the side, it's going to collide with the shoulder a lot, like that. So, but either way, thanks to that other moving part here, that is a very, very big help on regarding how to posing the shield, because I was actually sweating to pose with the shield, but it works a lot better with this. And that's pretty much it for the review. Now, I would definitely recommend this kit, because it's worth the price. And anybody who loves mass production types or like grunt suit type stuff, this is really, really good. And I'm not having any loose parts. The leg parts, the arm parts, every part is very, very stiff. for me. Of course, there is a chance where the arm can pop out, not the entire arm, but the bottom connector right over here. Depending on you when you're trying to pose it, there is a chance it might pop out. But other than that, and other than the beam rifle issue I just showed you guys, it is a very fun kit to build and pose with. So I really want to recommend this to you guys. Anyway, thank you for watching the review. This was the review of the Reborn's 100 Gun-EZ. If you guys got any questions or requests, leave a comment below. Hopefully, for the 2018, hopefully my reviews have been really helpful and enjoyable to you guys. So until then, Happy New Year, and see you guys next time!